the S&P 500 daily chart showing the Bollinger Band squeeze. Price has fallen under the mid-band 4768.06 to start the day on the 17th. And let's give it at least a matching 5 days that it's spent above the mid-band to see if it stays under the mid-band here, and then see or wait until it gets under the lower Bollinger Band for a breakout to the downside. And S&P price in the pre-market hours at 5:40 a.m. Central Time on the 17th is 47.48, and that puts price under the 20 simple moving average in solid blue at that level. The conversion line is right underneath the 20 simple at that level, then the 21 EMA at that level, and then the lower Bollinger Band. So you would think that that's okay support between these three before it gets to the Bollinger Band. And I suspect the mid band of the Bollinger Bands will bump up a little for today. I'll update the big board in the morning and the afternoon. And the ongoing demand line at that level will need a gap down below this low and then close under it, and it will be qualified, or a straight up gap down underneath that level here, and it will become qualified end of day. And a straight up close above the ongoing supply line will qualify it for the day at end of day today on the 17th with a close above that level. If it does decide for some reason to skyrocket to the upside and can get above 4802.69 and then turn around and close under the ongoing demand line, the demand line will be qualified that way on a open reverse break if it doesn't gap down in the morning to get underneath it and then not fill the gap subsequently during the day. And both the combo and sequential cell countdown 13 completions are in the 12 bar metric, so they're stale for any more blame for more downside, as it's already had its downdraft here. So if it heads down further, it can't be blamed on these two, and further meaning further than this low. And with everything switched on, we can see price even at 47.40 something is still right in the middle somewhat of the bands. You can see the upper band is still tracking with the channel 3 high and Stoller Stark upper band right together there, and to the downside lower Stark band baseline and channel 3 low are underneath the lower Bollinger Band. And the weekly mid Stark band is at 4748.32. So we'll go over to the weekly chart and look at that, but the mid Stark band is at 4772.12, and that's tracking with the mid Bollinger Band at that level. And the sequential and combo cell setup 6 count printed, and to negate that for end of day on the 17th, there must be a close below 4783.45 end of day for the price flip to the buy setup count 1. So price starts the day under that level, and the arc level 0.618 here is more than likely going to be tagged, so that will halt there. And then the arc 4.764 level is at that level 4572.43, and will start moving up quickly, maybe 6 to 10 points a day. The disqualified momentum down is in no danger of becoming qualified, but closes underneath those levels usually prints a momentum up level. So we've been traveling on this exhaustion up since back here at the end of October. So that could become negated, and we'll get one a bit lower than that. And trend factor down one is right there with the momentum down level around the same area. And the QQE has a bit of a downwards trajectory. QQE slow is still going sideways. So as long as this stays above 50, we're in good shape. And in this S&P 500 weekly chart, price is back under this weekly qualified cancel line extension here, which is at 4757.54, and that's weak support and resistance, but a pretty good reference line there. And the mid Stark band is at 4748.32, so you can see here's the upper Stark band and the lower Stark band here, and the pre-market price puts it under that weekly mid Stark band, which is just a reference point. It's better to buy when it's under the mid Stark band and getting closer to the lower Stark band. And here's what that weekly mid Stark band looks like right there, 4748.32. And price is going to start the day below that here. And in the weekly chart, we use the shaded area for the range, so 4901 for the upper band and 4595.87 for the lower band. And in this S&P 500 weekly chart that shows every combo and sequential 13 known to demark, you can see that the sequential sell countdown completion 13 printed, so it needs to stay above this high for a close end of week Friday this week, and we get to keep it. If it closes under this high 4754.33, then we will lose this sequential sell countdown completion and go back to the 12